Hi, my name is Heather Chase, and I'm going to talk about a possible co-taught math class for my dissertation study. At Chase Middle School in the 2018-19 school year, special education math students made less than 1/5 of a year's growth on the SBAC. The SBAC basically measures students' abilities on the Common Core state standards. So special education students had a 0.19 of a year's growth. General education math students made over a full year's growth, so they had 1.44 years worth of growth for the year. When looking at the literature review, one set of researchers surveyed special education teachers about their beliefs of teaching Common Core state standards. The results showed that while the majority of these teachers echoed the general belief that the Common Core state standards are beneficial for students without disabilities, they did not believe that they are beneficial for students with disabilities. So this mindset leads to teachers not exposing special education students to the Common Core state standards. Some more research indicated that there was a significant increase in test scores of students with disabilities when they attended a co-taught class as opposed to a special education class. Another study researched the role of special education teacher and the general education teacher in a co-taught classroom. The general education teacher took on the role of the traditional teacher, and the special education teacher performed duties of an instructional assistant, such as redirecting students and getting supplies. With the general education teacher taking on the role of planning, students were exposed to the Common Core state standards. Was this exposure to the general education curriculum the reason for the increased test scores of the special education students? Because it's not fair to expect any student to perform well on an assessment if they have not been exposed to the content and have not been given an opportunity to learn the content. Teacher efficacy is when a teacher believes in their own ability to guide their students to success. So teachers who believe home life, genetics, student attitudes, or countless other factors prevent their students from learning have a low teacher efficacy. So the research question that I would like to pursue is, how do co-taught classes with a middle school math teacher and a special education teacher affect teacher efficacy and student outcomes? So with this study, it would be a co-taught middle school math class with a 6th grade math teacher and a special education teacher. Teacher efficacy would be measured at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the school year using a Likert scale. Student outcomes would be measured by looking at the spring SBAC data. We would be looking at student growth from the previous year. Future research that we could also do with this study would be co-taught class versus students being placed in the general education setting. Looking at when does inclusion stop benefiting the special education students, and looking at the effects of a co-taught model on special education teachers' mindsets. Will the teacher have higher expectations for students after being part of a co-taught model where they see that students can learn the grade level Common Core state standards?